Okay, we should be live. No elaborate start with a lair and play some Pokemon Tower remix to build up hype. We're just going to go straight into it. There's already 16 people here, so let's start in the only way we possibly can. Hello and welcome back to Lorcana Villain. My name is Baker, and today is a very rare live stream on the channel. Now, the primary reason that we're doing a stream today is that we are going to be opening up a box of the set that we are right on the doorstep of, Set 9 Fabled. A huge shout out to Ravensburger, who sent me a Booster Box and a Trove. I do also have both of the starter decks, but I'm not going to be opening them today because I've got another piece of content in mind that I'm going to do using the starter decks. And I think everyone knows what's in them at this point. But we're going to be opening up both these, both the Trove and the Booster Box. Again, a huge shout out to Ravensburger for sending these. It's always a pleasure. It's a real privilege for content creators to get sent this stuff. I know it can be a little bit controversial throughout the community, and I see you, fair enough. I am super humbled to still get this sort of stuff, and hopefully I can make some content and you guys are excited for Fable. But we'll be putting them into these Dragon Shield sleeves, black matte. It tends to be my go-to. I like to sleeve everything in the same sort of sleeves, so that when it comes to deck building and changing things around, I haven't got to re-sleeve and unsleeve and etc, etc. That's just like not really a good time that I'm looking for. If you are shopping at Dragon Shield, then use the code VILLAIN1 for 5% off your purchase. But yeah, the primary reason is we're going to be opening up these. It's not going to be the longest live stream. That's all we're doing today. If a part of today is going to be just talking to you guys and getting an idea of like content you want to see on the channel as we start to get back into it. Obviously, I've had a long break. I had like a 2-week break, and then I was like, I'm good. Did 2 videos, and I was like, I'm not good. I came back to it was too soon. Let's take a step back. But now, I mean, I was always in a good place concerning Lorcana. That was like, it's still the love of my life. It's just stuff going on in the background. But also, we were in a bit of a limbo. We are now at a point where we've had the full set for a while, and I've been doing some testing. I said in a community post the other day that I could have just rushed out a day one deck lists video of like everyone that's all the content creators that are uploading deck lists. You can all hear me, by the way. Because I am going to read all your comments in the chat, but I just want to get the pre-flab out the way. But now I'm just like, oh, goodness me, I hope I haven't been yapping and like literally no one can hear me. I'm hoping people can hear me. I'm hoping so. No one said anything to the contrary, so we shall see. Where was I? ADHD. Thank you. I'm going to be opening these. Thank you to everyone. Yeah, my first bit of content in a while. Yeah, I could have rushed out a day one deck list video, but I didn't want to do that. Obviously, I've been plugged into other bit like Podcana and Articast and various Discords and just content creators and players and just community members that have been sharing lists and ideas. And sure, I could have just bunny hopped, looked through and been like, yeah, I'll take a bit of everything that I like and put them together and then just present them without any actual testing and theory to put behind these choices. I would just be parroting, and I've never wanted to do that. In the past, I think it was set 5, because stuff was going on personally. I didn't have a lot of time to test, so I did do a video of day one deck list from the community, and I credited everybody and linked to below like this is so and so's list, etc, etc. But I really want to do the theorizing myself for Fabled. Obviously, I'm going to take inspiration and take on the thoughts of the community and the work that's already been done in terms of quote-unquote solving the format. But I don't want to just sit here and say R&B said this or Sailor said this or whatever it is. Like, I want to have my own informed decisions. So that's actually a bad decision as a content creator, because strictly from a monetary standpoint, I could have just rushed something out and taken advantage of like a lot of people that are really interested in post-rotation deck lists. Like loads of content creators that I've spoken to, Podcana, like LD and Artabax and tons of others that have been releasing these videos about deck lists for Fabled. If you're a fan of Lorcana, guys, be excited, because all of the content creators that I've spoke to has noticed that from Fabled, from like any talk about post-rotation, it's some of the best numbers that people have been seeing since the game began, since going back to first chapter. Obviously, I haven't been making content for a while, so I haven't seen that personally, but I've seen other people's videos, I've spoken to the creators. There are so many eyes on the game at the moment, more so than there have been for a long, long time. Even at peak DLC season, like, the numbers you would get for current deck lists aren't matching what content creators are getting at the moment, so that tells you a lot about the eyes that are on Lorcana at the moment. So yeah, I'm still testing. I am using Lorcanito. Yes, I said it, Lorcanito, to do my play testing. And I've only tried. I want to be finalised in my own thoughts before I present deck lists. So hopefully I'll get something out in the next few days. But yeah, today is just to open these. But I would be lying if I did not say that I have also timed this very coincidentally to follow today's Lorecast. Let me do a little catch up with the chat before I waffle on some more. Hey, it's Nicky. So excited for you to be back. I hope you're doing okay. I'm doing well, thank you. Hey, Nicky. It's exciting to be back. This guy's putting an epic and an enchanted in that box, or an iconic. So we'll get to that. But like, I want the Scar. I want the Scar. Or Be King Undisputed epic. What else we got here? We got Patrick. No matter how short or how long the gaps are between videos, I get the same level of excitement for them. Always grateful to get villain content. Thank you very much, Patrick. I'm super, super grateful for that. Like, honestly, those sort of comments are the things that keep me going. And like, when I finish this stream, that will make the difference between me walking away and thinking, oh, that was a bit, oh, I don't know, and feeling a lot more like, okay, the people are still there. There's still some interest, thank goodness. So shout out to you, my friend. We got Arc Angus, my favourite Lorcana content creator. Wish you good fortune on your pulls. Thank you very much, Arc Angus. I don't know why I'm deciding that your name needs like that sort of dialect. Arc! I don't know why I'm putting that onset on, but I've made a decision. You are Arc! We've got Pedro. Good luck on the pools. I have to get back to work. I'm sorry, Pedro, that you have to get back to work. Unless you enjoy your work, in which case I am elated for you. We've got Magnus with the hype. What's up, Magnus? We've got Liz. Shout out to you, Liz. Long time member of the channel. We've got David Wood. Good luck. Thank you, my friend. Kayla or Keela. Good luck with your pools. Thank you, Sniping Rooster. So excited for you to be the host of all the DLCs. We'll get there. Always good to see some Lorcana Villain content. Good luck with the pools. Oh, I zoomed down too much. We'll be packing a Be Prepared to Get Signed. You better believe it. You better believe it. Zero Income Productions. Wow. How do you stabilize? How are you still producing with zero income? Yo, this person. Shout out to you. I see you are ready for Clash in Paris. Always. I'm always ready. Good luck with your draws. Thank you. Get it open. I'm getting there, David. Bear with me, David. Give me a minute, David. It's all right. Sound is good. I'm glad to hear it. Agreed. Quality, speed. Help. We have actually tournaments coming up. Looking forward to meeting you in Milwaukee. Nathaniel, that is one of the things I'm genuinely the most excited about coming to America. Don't get me wrong. I'm also excited about just what it means for my personal career and the stability that it's going to give me. And we'll get to that in a minute. But like, oh, I'm so excited to meet people. Yo, if you're in chat right now and I'm going to be meeting you for the first time in Milwaukee, just type me right now. I just want to see. I want to see how many people in this chat right now I will be meeting for the first time in Milwaukee. I love where the format is heading. Yeah, I've enjoyed it so far. Really changes up the way the game is played. Lots of cool interactions we hadn't had the chance to explore because of Cindy Storm Brawl. Yeah, I mean, I was always in favour of rotation and the positive things that it can bring to a trading card game. Baker is Lorcana. You are too kind. Have we gone over what you're hoping to pull? We'll get there in a moment. Good luck on the pulls. Good luck, Baker. Congratulations on today's announcement. Thank you, Kaznats Babs. My guess is Epic Powerline card. I would not be upset. I have my Be Prepared signed by Baker treasured now, never to be reprinted. That's it, David Wood. Let's see it. Yo, send me a picture. I'm going to be meeting Patrick, Nathaniel, Sawyer, and Liz at Ink, which is also coming up. I've got multiple trips to America, guys. This is crazy. This is incredibly surreal. I'm going to talk more about the whole hosting thing, but I also want to like put a little bit of a dent in some of the actual planned content for this so that you guys have got a bit more of a visual going on. So yes, I'm going to talk a little bit more about the announcement that was made today and hosting. A lot to say about that, but let's one step at a time. Always love the troves. Like, a lot of my bulk goes in the past troves. This is nice. Like, set 8 trove is the best one, in my opinion. The Return of Jafar, the red and the black and the gold. Like, but this is very pretty. The lore counter, this was shared by LD. Because we all got all the content creators that got them a relatively the same amount of time. At least the European ones did. I assume the Americans did as well. And again, I decided to leave mine a little while before opening. But I saw LD post this lore counter. Look at that. Look, it's shiny. It's shiny like a lore counter from a Lorcana Trove. I need to work on it, but yo, shiny. Love it. Definitely the best lore counter we've had. 100%. 100%. Dice. One of every colour. Nice. Again, my favourite was the Reign of Jafar ones, the sand. Like, yes, I'm biased. Of course I'm biased. Of course I'm biased. Really crazy dude. I'm going to be meeting K-Neck. I'm going to be meeting, not Milwaukee, but Ink for Elliot. Looking forward to it, Elliot. Enough. Yeah, more packs. Ryan, I respect it. Sending good vibes to you to pull Scar Enchanted. That's what we're looking for. Best Lorcana so far. Lorcana, because I'm from London. Right, okay. We've also got foil dividers now, which is, again, yeah, I'm just consistently, that's not a word, Baker. I am consistently, like, happy and impressed by Lorcana's desire to evolve as time goes on, even if it's just small things. Like there was a time we didn't get dice in troves, if you wouldn't believe it, and now we're getting foils, and again, just everything just seems to be on the up and up. But yeah, we've got the Circle of Life, the Dumbo, maybe a hot take. This is one of my favourite enchanteds from the new ones. I know it's a vanilla, and I know it's a bit of a hot take to say that a vanilla enchanted or an epic is a bit of a waste, but I'm kind of for it. I don't mind. Eye to Eye is obviously iconic. This Mulan and this Lilo, which is fantastic in the metagame, as is this Dumbo. And Circle of Life maybe end up being more fringe fun. There's definitely some cool yellow-red decks that you could build in that sense. But yeah, let's open a couple of packs. We are right on the curb of the official release of Fabled. So while I'm opening a couple of packs, and before we go on with the yapping and talking about the host thing, what's the vibe in chat, guys? What's our current vibes concerning Fabled specifically, the set? How are we feeling about it? I know there was again a lot of disappointment from people about the fact that it's a lot of it is reprints, which again I think that's perfectly reasonable to have as an opinion. I don't think that's wrong. But right now, where we're at, right before release, what is the general vibe of the chat? How are we feeling about Fabled as a set? Are we excited for it? Is it more Fabled, or is it more the concept of rotation? Are you not excited? Let me know, and I'll read some of them out. We've got a puzzle. I'm not going to put that together now. But yeah, our first pack, we're going to start off with a reprint of Casa Madrigal. We got Lost in the Woods. We've got the reprinted Tinkerbell from Chapter 1, Queen of Hearts. I'm really happy with this as a reprint. We've got the Anna Braving the Storm, one of Ali Sweet's favourite cards. I know that she was elated to see this getting a reprint, and I'm pretty sure there's an epic of that one as well. We've got Tiana. We've got Bobby Zimmerowski. It's the Leaning Tower of Cheese. This guy, man. And the fact that this card is super good. Just a one-drop looter. Just draw a card, discard a card. Absolutely fantastic. The Floodborn Queen of Hearts, which again, we're in a much slower meta now. A lot less card draw. I've not been seeing this get a ton of play from my testing so far, but who knows? She was always kind of a sleeper in our now limited card pool. Maybe the Queen of Hearts has a future. We've got the Robin Hood, Uninkable, Shere Khan, a lot of fun. Super happy to see this Robin Hood get reprinted. I think this was a really cool card from the first chapter that didn't really get enough time to shine. And we've got an Eeyore. So someone asked about my hopes for this set. I'm not planning on buying a lot of Fabled. I will most likely go the singles route, which is not something I do a lot, right? I like to open packs, but I don't always have the money to open a lot of packs. I managed to get 2 cases of Raina Jafar because it was payment for work that I was doing for Ravensburger. Me and Spessy were running demos at the Lilo and Stitch movie premiere event in London, where we worked a few days of that, and you got X amount of boxes per day. And I also did Gamescom. Was it Gamescom? In Birmingham. Was it Gamescom? UK Games Expo. There you go. Gamescom is the one that happened just recently somewhere else, and I was really jealous because it looked really fun. Yeah, so did some work from Ravensburger, so was able to earn some product, but I don't normally get to open a lot. But yeah, Fabled, I love Fabled. I'm not against the fact that it's heavily reprints. I think it's super new player friendly. Hot take, I actually think it's going to be one of the best selling sets, possibly of all time, bar the first chapter, because it's just such a good jumping on point, and there might end up being more meta relevant cards from this set than there are from maybe the next 3, and if that's the case, and this ends up being one of the best sets that you can buy as a new player entering the game. So while it may not be as much for older players, although I still would argue they've given older players that already have a lot of these cards reasons to open packs with the iconics and the epics and things like that. You'll have to tell me in chat if that has been enough for you. Were in chat, is there anyone that was nah, I'm going to skip Fabled, but then after seeing whether it's the epics, the iconics, was there something that turned you around and was okay, well, now I have to buy at least an X amount of this? Let me catch up with the chat a little bit. We got a lot of pack openings to do, guys, but we will get there. But we got to, it's been a while. Part of the reason for doing this was this is going to sound cheesy as hell, guys, genuinely is. But I really miss just interacting with the community. And I know the predominantly I've not done streams on my channel anyway. It's been videos, but even just like reading the comments, like, you know, that's always been nice. But getting to do events like casting, when I've got to go to events, like, that's some of the most socializing I do in my life. If you're a long-time viewer of the channel, you know I spend a lot of my time at home as a full-time carer for my mum, and there are times here and there where I might do things, but mostly it's been Lorcana that's gotten me out of the house. So those are my social opportunities, right? And it feels like it's been so long, and obviously I've stepped away from creating content to deal with stuff going on in personal life, so I'm just like, I can be quite a reclusive person. Like, I'm super social, I'm super high energy, as like, if you know me, then you know I love meeting people, I love the spotlight, but the other side of that coin is, like, when I'm not on stage or when I'm not doing those sort of things, like, I like spending time on my own, but it's been a lot recently, so, like, I've missed ya, is the point, guys. I loves ya. I loves ya. I'm just gonna come out there. I loves ya. I loves ya. Let's try and catch up with the chat a little bit. I'm excited. Dark Wolf, Taurus, fantastic. Lots of staples, and the production quality is a lot higher. Yep, I agree. Riot Hub. I'm excited but also disappointed as a day one player, but those epics are a need. Hey, I understand. I think I'm excited but also disappointed is a perfectly valid opinion. It's like, well, I'm excited. There's some cool stuff. I'm also disappointed. A lot of it is reprints. What can you do? But hopefully you're finding something. There's something for you here, David. Pumped for a reset of the meta and appreciate the plussing of cards to keep the excitement going. Excited for the format, less excited to open packs, but I've been playing since the beginning and want newer players to catch up. For me, it's more important what sets 10 brings in terms of new cards. Yo, Whispers in the Well, that looks so cool. I said this a while back when the marketing art was first released. I was like, this just looks such a fascinating set. It looks so fascinating. I can't wait to see the story. And it seems like we're going to be getting a new sort of mechanic. They showed marketing art of the starter decks, and people have zoomed in. They've zoomed in the way that JDZ will lock in, and it seems like we're getting a new mechanic next set where you're going to be able to take the top card of the deck and put it underneath a card, and then cards have abilities based on cards being underneath them. So it looks like set 10 is really going to introduce some spicy meatball. I mean, the fact that many dissed Fabled and the fact that many dissed Fabled, got ya, and then Ravensburger righteously took precautions and limited prints only for people to start crying that they can't get the pre-orders. I don't know enough to be able to, like, say I think say that you are right or wrong about purposely printing less. I can't say that for certain. I'd be surprised. But who knows? Regardless, it seems like there is a lot of excitement for Fabled, so, like, profit, I guess. Best Enchanted so far, I agree. But I say that every set, to be fair. Every set, I'm like, these are the best Enchanted. These are the best Enchanters. This set they dissed already speaks volumes. Not too upset on reprints because I don't have playsets of all of them. I like the downgraded rarities because it means they were looking into how a card plays versus its rarity. I think that's a fantastic point, Elliot. I like the lower quality, the lowering of rarities. There was definitely a collective gasp when we first realised they were doing it, and we thought we were definitely safe from cards like Sisu, and then we saw, I think it was Mulan was the first, the Elite Archer, I think that's the first one we saw as a lower rarity. Someone may be able to correct me there, but we all went, wait, does this mean we might get more legendaries reprinted as in lower rarities? We shall see. Louisa Madrigal, be our guest, improvised top tier. Sergeant Tibbs, we've got Flounder, shout out to the citizens of Lorcana. Yo, when are we going to get a Floodborn Flounder? Just give it to him at this point. We've got Eeyore, we've got Nani, Sven, dig a little deeper, shout out to DKP, sorry, DKP, I have to do it that way now. Look at this family, Prince Philip, I've got high hopes for this Prince Philip in the future, guys, and signed contract. What's up, DM David, my guy? Yo, DM David ran a one-shot D&D campaign for me and some friends last Sunday, and it was a lot of fun. I can't remember his name. Was it Boreal or Boreal? Was it Boreal or Boreal? It was something like that. But he was a dwarf barbarian that worked for the Brotherhood of Butlers, and the idea is that this is a brotherhood of people that live to serve. But to able to prove that they can adequately serve a master, they have to go out on a 12-year quest, like as adventurers, like whether it be to loot dungeons or slay beasts and learn a variety of skills that could at any point come in handy while in the service of a worthy master. He was Boreas the Barbarian Butler from the Brotherhood. Disappointed there wasn't more of the classic style artwork like the Mickey and Minnie for the Iconics. I'm going to completely agree with that. And I think it's Ali Sweet that made a comment. Well, probably a lot of people have, but the one that I saw along the lines of along the line, I'm paraphrasing and I may even just be adding words, but along the lines of expressing disappointment, as you've just said, that more cards weren't in that art style, and I do agree. It's still great, it's still iconic, pun intended or not. But yeah, I can absolutely agree with you there. I liked the idea of seeing more cards in that specific art style. Anytime they release Anytime they release a Scar Enchanted, absolute fire. Well, that is the chase. And someone said earlier that, asked me what my chase cards are. It's definitely the Hamilton Scar. Yo, I'm not throwing away my throne. I'm not throwing away my throne. Hey, yo, I'm just like my pride. I killed my brother and I lied and I'm not throwing away my throne. I probably shouldn't have said that word. We got our first legendary, Cruella de Vil, and then a foil Enchantress, Cruella de Vil, Cruella de Vil. If she doesn't scare you, no evil thing will. I can't remember a sudden chill. Cruella de Vil. I was expecting a Pluto Enchanted in that style. Would have been cool. Yeah, I would like to see them revisit that specific art style. So this is something that I've been meaning to say before I open too many packs. The speculation on the street, from what I've heard, is that the content creator boxes are rigged. So that we get an iconic or something super duper. So that the, quote, common man thinks, oh, I've got more chance of getting, like, all the content creators got enchanteds and iconics. I can too. If you think that's true, let yourself be known to me right now. And I'm not judging. I'm not judging because I can see the logic behind it. I'm just interested. How many of the 80 people watching the stream right now genuinely think yeah, they're rigged. That is 100% fact. It's marketing. Congratulations on the caster position. Thank you, the one that moose. I still need to get to actually talking about that in length. What am I doing? I'm sleeving the Cruella de Vil. But yeah, if that is true, so we are all agreed, right? That if that is true, that my box or my trove has the Hamilton Scar, right? Like, that's just what they would do, right? They would give me the Scar. I've seen more content creators not get enchanted than get iconics and enchanted. Manifesting you getting an iconic. Hey, that would be great. I want the Scar. I think we'll see after you open your packs and get the Scar. But when Mountain opened 17 cases, 1 iconic. I mean, like, that doesn't... That sounds about not far from what I was kind of expecting, to be honest. So, yeah. So, yeah, if it's true, then there is a Scar in this box. Surely. We shall see. We got foil bit. Whoa, are you a hero or a villain? Yo, copyright. Yo, this is gimmick infringement. Rochelle, are you watching? Rochelle, if you're watching, Rochelle, make yourself be known. I'm fuming. Are you a hero or a villain? What do you think? What sort of stupid question's that? Rochelle, where are you? We got some work to do now. So I'm going to finish opening the trove, and then I'm going to talk a little bit about the announcement that was made today before I go into the box. But shout out to 100 people in the stream. Honestly, I didn't know how. I didn't know, man. I was like, hey, if 50 people turn up, like, that's cool. I'm happy to sit here with 15 of my loyalists or those that were available at this time and open some packs. But yeah, huge shout out to you guys. Honestly, like, I've genuinely missed interacting with the community. And yeah, we'll talk a little bit more about that as a whole. This is another downgrade in rarity. When we get through this trove and we talk about the things I'm going to be doing this year, which are absolutely surreal. And yes, I have things to say. But let's mix it up, you know what I mean? It's going to be really awkward now if you do get the Scar. Keller, if I get the Scar, then we ain't ever beating the allegations. In 1 of 1 iconic, be prepared. Inquiry or Incarry, I'm manifesting that energy 100%. By the way, guys, if you are in the stream and you're happy to see the Lorcana Villain, do please hit the like button. Again, the break in content is, the algorithm's not going to be kind to me, But if my first content back in a while, like, has good traffic, then the algorithm might go, oh, go on then. Go on then, Baker. We'll push your videos again. So do hit the like button for me. Legit my favourite art from Chapter 1. I so wish that this got the Enchanted treatment. Genuinely my favourite art from Chapter 1. I absolutely love it. And this camel is going to mean something if it banishes me. Because, right, the camel that's on this Jafar, and if you also bring up... excuse me. There's a couple of cards that use camels. There's also one on the Genie, Wonderful Trickster, the Floodborn one, the Uninkable, where you discard your hand at the end of your turn, but you draw a card whenever you play a card. There's been these camels in the Aladdin cards, Jafar and Genie. I've been saying from the very beginning of time, yo, these camels mean something. There is some deep lore going on here. That's a new card. There is some deep lore going on here. These camels are going to be super important to the fundamental future of Lorcana. And then there was an artist's main stage in the Lorcana Discord where they were asked about the camels, and the artist said, perspective. That's all they're for. And I don't care. Even if they didn't mean something, I'm gonna make them mean something. If I have one purpose, yo, that's not the Dumbo. These are not the Dumbos you're looking for. If I have one purpose in the Lorcana community that I need to fulfill to feel like I succeeded, it's to make this bloody camel mean something. Is it just me that's angry about this, or are there other passionate camel believers? Camel believers. Anyone calling Troves ETB needs to get out of the room. Elite Trainer Box, yo. I've opened an ETB or two in my time. My Pokemon days. It's going to be really awkward. I've already read that. I don't think they've rigged that much, but if it was me, I'd make sure that at least one of each iconic was out in all the boxes sent out. Well, you are more popular than you know. Thank you, that one, Moose. I still find it surreal to believe, but I'm grateful for the comment, genuinely. And this was also a downgrade, yeah, 2 downgrades in 1 pack. Nifty. Are you still looking to main Ruby Amethyst going into Fabled? Probably Ink Table Podcast, because the problem with me is I'm stubborn to a T. I'm also not a quitter. If I start something, I see it through to the bitter end. I will likely try some other decks. Like, I'm quite enjoying... I think, my opinion, like, that I'm going to put my flag into, like, pre-release final comment, that Amethyst Steel is the best deck in the meta at the moment. But that being said, like, that could all change with... I could just be wrong, but it could also just change just with, like, how the meta progresses, new discoveries being made, etc, etc, etc. And I do enjoy how the Amethyst Steel deck feels. So I could be tempted to play that for an event like set 9 championships, that Maleficent playmat. I want it, mate. And if I feel like Purple Steel is the way to go, and it's still a deck that I enjoy, I get to run my purple cards, then I will do it. But Ruby is my core colour. Like, if I was going to pick just one colour, it would be Ruby. I just love Ruby cards. And, like, I started playing Ruby Amethyst because it was just my first pick of a deck that I liked the look of and wanted to play. And in Chapter 1, it had a lot of villains in it. I didn't go, right, well, and there's nothing wrong with doing this, right? But I didn't do a bunch of study to find the best deck in the game and then go, this is what I'm going to play. I looked through all the cards, didn't really read what they did. I went, oh, pretty, or villainous is probably more on theme, and I put them in a deck, and like I was like, okay, I am now red-purple, those are my colours. So I am likely to predominantly still be an RP stan, but don't be surprised if at large events, if I do get the chance to play and it means something. If I think another deck that I still enjoy playing is the play that day, then I will absolutely do that. But yeah, I'm likely to be largely still a Ruby Amethyst main. Paul Doherty, my Lorcana go. How's it going, Paul? Excuse me. Paul Doherty from my Yu-Gi-Oh days. Shout out Team Wild. Goated Yu-Gi-Oh team. That was the first time I ever went to America, guys. I went to California with Paul Doherty in chat and a couple of other friends. Shout out to Marcus and David Price. We went to play SJC California. And I bubbled. I can't remember exactly where I finished. I want to say I finished 17th at UK Nats, but that's not what I'm talking about. But that's why that number was in my head. I was 1 win short. And I very nearly beat a player in round 4. We were both undefeated, called Philly Luna, who was like a very good player at the time, and we had like a banger of a match. But yeah, that was the first time I'd ever been to America, and then not again until literally Worlds. So yeah, shout out old school Yu-Gi-Oh! Camels, watch out, they spit. They do! Watch out, they spit. Congrats on the DLC news, no one deserves it more. You're very kind, Ashley Davis. So now let's address the elephant in the room. Yeah, if you were in the Lorecast today, you will have seen that. Let's extend the camera a little bit for this bit. You will have seen. I need a haircut, super bad, guys. I need that haircut. You will have seen. I, along with the wonderful Rebecca Quests, will be the official hosts for the Disney Lorcana Challenge. Overall, we are going to be doing every single event over the season. I can't. There's certain things that I obviously can't go into details about, but like we've signed our contracts like for season 2. It's locked in, and we're going to be doing every single one, and it is so completely surreal, and I like it feels kind of weird to start to talk about this because I immediately get a sense of deja vu, because I've had the luck and the privilege to be able to say these sort of things like consistent milestones throughout Lorcana's history and my career in it so far, and it seems like I have been able to constantly say I've just been presented this humongous opportunity. Not Asia and Brazil, no. For America, and I should have been more specific there. For America and Europe. Nothing locked in. No, nothing locked in for... Yeah, sorry, that's my fault. I definitely should have chose my wording better there. Not for event... Only America and Europe. That is what's locked in and signed and done. Not those events. And my I'm not expecting us to be asked to do those ones. It would be amazing. I really want to go to Asia. There's so many places where they're doing DLCs where I really want to go. I'd like to go to Australia again. I went to Australia when I was 7 years old for a cousin's birthday. That was in Adelaide. That was a lot of fun. But yeah, I'd love to do them all, but let's not get greedy here. I'm doing all the European ones. I'm doing all the American ones. And it's absolutely crazy. But yeah, to finish the point I was making, like, it feels like I've been able to have this, sort of, like, say this consistently. Like, I've just been given this huge opportunity. Like, first it was my first... It goes all the way back to my first card reveal, right? The most diabolical scheme. Like, and that was, like, one of the biggest honours of my life up until that point. And I was so happy and so grateful for that. And progressed to casting Lil with Spessy. Again, I was able to say this is one of the greatest things that has ever happened to me, and it's I dreamed it. I believed in a part of me that it was possible and that I had the potential to do it, but I knew that there would be a lot of obstacles, a lot of luck needed, a lot of help and support needed, and the sort of things you can't guarantee. So even like you pray for a thing and you dream of a thing and you hope for a thing, but you can never be sure, especially when it like these are such huge dreams that so many people would like to be in this position. And I know that for a fact because like I'm an old school TCG fan, like maybe not a wide range of TCGs, but played Yu-Gi-Oh competitively for a long time, followed and played Pokemon TCG, not in person. I was a PTCGO like hobbit, but very like followed that content very closely, and like I've watched events and watched casters, and like I'm a big fan of Pokemon Unite, so I look up to casters like Spraggles. And fun fact, Lorcana Villain, the format that majority of my content takes, which is like top 8 deck lists, was based on Omnipoke. If you're a Pokemon TCG fan, then you've probably heard of Omnipoke. They do a lot of content. I met Omnipoke for the first time at Pokemon Worlds a few years ago when it came to London. Really nice guy. And yeah, Lorcana Villain, when I decided to make it, and I was thinking like, okay, what's it going to look like? What's the template for the channel? A lot of it came from Omnipoke. But yeah, my point being, like, I've looked up to casters, and I've always dreamed, like, man, I would love to be in that sort of position. But you know what you know how unlikely it is. And again, I've been in that position all my life. I followed a career of musical theatre. I was trying to make my work, my living, my career in the performing world, which is like one of the most unsecure places to work in. And even if you do manage to work in it, you are probably super struggling to pay bills. You probably have extra jobs you need to do on the side. Like you struggle to make a living as a performer unless you are like in the top 10%, like doing big films, or you like the lead in a West End show, things like. Otherwise, it can be really hard to make ends meet. But I never had issues with, like, I was prepared to make sacrifices to chase dreams, right? And I said that in the video I made not too long ago. But yeah, the point I'm trying to make is that have dreamed of these sort of things for so long, and like I got my card reveal, I got to do Lille, I then got asked to do all of the European DLCs, I then got asked to go do the European Championship, and I'm constantly going like, when's this gonna stop? Like surely my luck can only go so far. Surely there comes a point where the luck runs out, or the community get bored and tired of me, or someone doesn't like me with a lot of power, or like something. But for some reason, it's just seemed to go strength to strength. And I feel kind of cringe talking about this in a sense, because like, I don't know, it's awkward, man. Like, I just want people to know how appreciative I am of the position and everything that I've been handed, and like, I've still taken none of it for granted. I'm so thankful for it every day, like, and I will strive to continue to try to be worthy of it, but not just that, like, and this will probably be the most arrogant thing I say, I want the best for Lorcana, and I feel like I have some good opinions about it. I feel like I could be a force for good in it. Maybe that's really arrogant to say, but like, again, you've got to have that level of self-belief to do it right, and like, I just want to be as involved as possible. I want to try and raise Lorcana to the greatest trading card game in the world, which in my opinion it already is, but I want everyone to feel the same way. But not only that, like, try and pull people up as well. Like, I'm not going to go into detail, but I have a lot of opinions about casting, and I would like to see more people get opportunities, which is one of the reasons I'm so glad to see that. I'm so happy for Kawa and Kim. I'm so happy for Katie. I'm so happy for all the new casters that are going to get their opportunities. I'm glad that we're getting returning faces. Obviously, people like B Squared and Liam are part of the furniture. They're actually absolute pillars, pioneers that have been here from day one for a long time. And I'm so glad to still see them in those positions. And obviously JDZ is obviously still, it doesn't feel new to it. It feels like JDZ has been here since the beginning of time. But like, his first official event was Worlds, right? So like, he's only just really started his broadcasting career. But now that he's doing Lorecast every week, which I think is another like huge net positive for Lorcana. And like, it's such a positive sign. Like, the first one we got was DeCandio being hired by Ravensburger, right? Like, the first year of the game, like, drawing someone who was like respected as a content creator and a player to come in as a game dev and like contribute at a high level, that's a really good thing that the company were willing to do that. And now JDZ being brought on to do the Lorecast every week, like, I think it's such a positive sign. I really, really think it's such a positive sign of what Ravensburg's willingness to work with the community and like and utilize what they have available, right? But yeah, I am so grateful. And yeah, then I got to do Worlds, which was the biggest honor of my absolute life, against like such stiff competition. It so easily could have been one of the other amazing European content creators. Also, fun facts that I want to make a point of saying. After today's announcement, the first person to message me to say congratulations was Spessy. I just want to say that. I just want to put that out into the cosmos. But yeah, I've been sitting on this for a while. It's been super hard to keep quiet. Obviously, the fact that I wasn't making content made it a little bit easier. Which that wasn't the reason. It was due to life stuff. But yeah, I've been sitting on it for a while. But yeah, my point is, like, the position I found myself in now, where I'm able to host all of the events, I am so deeply honored, guys. Like, and like, I just hope that I continue to prove worthy of it. I'm so thankful for the opportunities. I'm so excited to like do the hosting with Rebecca. And just to make clear, and like, because I got some comments about this on Twitter, saying about like, oh, this is great news, but I'm disappointed that Baker or Rebecca won't be in the booth. We absolutely will be, and Cooper did say that in today's announcement. We are hosting, so like, we're going to be opening and like closing the show, and it will probably be primarily like one of us doing interviews, but we will still absolutely be in the booth. But as much as I love casting and I'm passionate about casting and I want to be in the booth as much as possible, I also want to respect the other casters that are there that aren't doing every single event and don't necessarily have as many opportunities to cast for the community on these stages. So while I will still absolutely be still getting in the booth, I want to work with Kawa, I want to work with Kim, and obviously like people want to see the Spessy Baker tag team, right? Like, am I wrong? Like, are there fans of the Baker? Becky? Is that us? Are we Becky? Are we Becky? Oh no. If you're a fan of the Baker Spessy tag team, then let me know. So yeah, absolutely, these things are still going to happen, but I'm absolutely also going to be fully aware of, like, hey, you know, let them cook. I get the pleasure of getting to do all the events, all the European ones and all the American ones. You know, let other people cook, let other people shine again, and especially for people that are brand new. So yeah, I'm just super excited, guys. I'm so excited. I need to catch up on chat a little bit. Give me a moment. Let me scroll up a little bit. Let me open a pack. Let's get a pack. We got Belle. We got Daisy Duck. We've got Donald Duck. We've got Moana. We got Louis. Honey, I think you mean Honcules. We got Donald Duck. Julieta Madrigal. Dig a little deeper. Strength of a raging puppy, a man with all the force of a great that. Oh. It's Hades! I wish it was the Enchanted. I really wish it was the Enchanted. That's obviously the second place chase. We got Ben Loving in chat. What's up, Ben? Once again, thank you to Ravensburger for sending me this product. Super grateful. And the last card is gonna be Mickey. But yo, either of these could have been an Enchanted, man. Yo, Ben, I'm glad you're here, brother. Ben, who works for Ravensburger UK, amazing guy, amazing friend. If we believe the conspiracies that the content creator boxes are rigged, then there's a scar in here somewhere, right? Am I right? It's so deserved. It's clear to anyone that passion and energy you bring to your casting and makes watching events so much more enjoyable. Thank you very much, Keller. And I'm like, the fact that you use the word passion, like, I'm glad that's what shines through. Going to CCQs also, not officially, no. If I can go to any in the well, yes and no. I'm casting Cardiff, which is a CCQ in Wales in the UK, along with Kim and Spessy, and Cal was there as well, running the tech for that, I believe, or helping out in some regards. So I'm casting that. I'm not doing any of the American CCQs. Concerning the other European CCQ, I'm doing Cardiff. Past Cardiff, and this is something that I'm passionate about as well. I'm so lucky, man. I get to do them all. I don't also need to be taking up every single casting spot in every CCQ. Let other people have a chance. Let other people use that as their stage to either get better if they've done it a little bit, or show what they can do for the first time. And this is the thing as well, like, I think for some casters you'll look at and you'll go straight to DLC, up you come. And there'll be others that you'll go, you know what, like a CCQ behind you and you're going to be like really solid. So I think it's a really great, like, I don't want to, the words I wanted to say was testing platform, and that's not accurate because it's a serious event and shouldn't be looked at as such. But I think it's a great way for casters to get their foot in the door to move up to DLC. Maybe that is the better way of putting it, and you guys get my point. But yeah, my point being, as much as I would love as much work as I can possibly get, and I need X amount of work to like sustain doing this full time, I'm already getting the big gigs. Like, let's let other people have a chance for like the CCQs and other things where possible, right? Like, I'm passionate about that, because if I was on the outside looking in, if I'd never been given the opportunities that I got early, like, if I never did Lil, maybe none of them, maybe I didn't get it, maybe I don't do any of them, I don't know. Like, my journey could have looked so different. And if I was on the outside looking in, I would be screaming desperately for my opportunity to come in and do something, right? So no, other than Cardiff, I'm not doing the CCQs, and it should be that way. Like, again, maybe at some point I do end up doing one for whatever reason, but I very much support the idea of either new casters or casters that like don't get as many opportunities to do events to get to do those. You have a great energy as a caster, especially since your love for Disney comes through. Happy to see you casting again. Thank you. Hey, it's Nikki. I've watched too many Disney films lately. Did I already open this pack? Did I just put these together? I think I just opened this pack. I definitely did. Let's have another one. For so many on the community, when they think Lorcana casters I scrolled down too much. They think of you. So excited that you're going to be officially one of the faces of DLCs. Thank you very much, Liz. And again, thank you for all your support on the channel for a long time now. Musical theatre is hard to work in. Kudos to you for giving it a go. Following your dreams is always worth it, and your success is well deserved. Thank you very much, Kaz Nats Babs. I'll say that any opportunity I get. You're there for a reason. Nobody does it better. Thank you very much, Ashley. I think there are a lot of people that I still have I have a lot to learn, and a lot of people that I can definitely learn from. But I very much appreciate the sentiment, and it's good to feel seen, right? Not arrogant at all. I hope not. It's never intended that way. They really do seem to value the direct communication. I agree. I just came back. What happened? Are you going to be a caster in all the DLCs, or am I understanding it wrong? I'm doing all of the European and American DLCs. What's up, Espion? So excited to get to meet you in person at Ink Invitational next week. Thanks for bringing such positive enthusiasm to your commentary. You definitely deserve this. Thank you, my friend. And again, Espion, I'm always seeing you in the comment section, my friend, and I'm very, very grateful for it. He's hosting all America. Yeah, Becky is now the tag team name. It's official. Whoa, we wanted you in Malmo this week with the team when we missed. I would have loved to have come to Malmo this weekend. I really would have. But there you go. Nice CM Punk shirt. Thank you very much. Best in the world. Congrats, man. You enjoy the best content creators. Hashtag Becky. The Hades with the new legendary treatment so sharp. I agree that it was that symbol that just jumped out at me. Did you just go 2 for 2 for legendaries, or did you open more packs? You know what? I don't even know. I wish. We revealed the Wakefield casters, by the way, so you can say, oh, amazing. Okay. Amazing. So Wakefield CCQ is going to be, and I'm so excited for this. This is a new pack, right? I'm not going through the same pack for the third time, am I? The CCQ casters are going to be Ed Templar, who you will recognise from Season 1 of the European Disney Lorcana Challenge, going to be returning. I'm a big fan of Ed. I really like him as a caster, as a talent, and as a friend. He's a really, really good guy, so I'm glad that he's coming back. And also going to be on the team, we've got Jen, who might be new to some of you, but she has been an established content creator outside of Lorcana for a long time and moved to Lorcana, I'm not sure exactly when. And her boyfriend also makes Lorcana content. His name is James. They're wonderful people. And that's going to be a brand new female in the casting space. So really excited for Jen. And here's the big one, guys. And I am so excited for this one. I'm genuinely so chuffed. Making their debut as a caster in Wakefield, the legendary Lorcana Decklists. Some hype for LD in the chat. If you didn't know, it's been confirmed. LD is going to be casting a CCQ in Wakefield in the UK, which is so exciting. I'm so pleased for him. I'm not going to lie. I think LD is low-key a sleeper for like being an all-time great caster. He's such a good player, but like I think the Articast is one of the greatest pieces of Lorcana content out there, genuinely. And I love both Artibax and LD. I think they're both amazing players. But LD, I genuinely think has such potential as a caster because he's so knowledgeable. He explains things in such a fun, understandable way. He's funny. And it feels so calm and relaxing. It's not a douchebag like me that's like shouting and screaming at the top of their voice, and not everyone wants that. Some people like a bit more of a, excuse me, of a reserved energy, and that's fair enough. And I think LD, honestly, I'm absolutely chuffed for him. I hope I haven't spoilt his opportunity to do it, because Ben just told me that the announcement has been made. So, yeah, I'm so chuffed for him, man. So now you can come win it. I'll try. Scar in that maybe. I want the Scar Enchanted mini, and that is the chase card. To borrow a wrestling term, CCQ can be used like NXT. That's a great way of putting it. Future UK CCQ events haven't worked out casters for the others. We're looking to do one per set. Love it. We have an insanely talented pool of people in our little area. We really do. If Baker was in wrestling, he should be main eventing WrestleMania for all the titles, yo. Is it time to bring back the Intercontinental Championship? Is it time? I like that I never ever even gave myself the championship. I'm like, I'm just a mid-card champion. That's all I need. What's up, Derek Brothers? You're so humble. I think that's one of the most important like traits to hold on to, and like I very much learned. I think growing up really comes hand in hand with that, because I was an insufferable little shizzle from the age of like 17 to 23. But a lot of that was also kind of like, I spent a lot of my childhood being bullied, and then when I got confident and grew up a little bit, I was like, well, I'm never being bullied again. I'll be a douchebag instead. So, like, I'm not necessarily proud of, like, the person I was a long, long time ago. And I like to think I've learned a lot and grown up a lot over the years. We need commentary for side events so you can still be prepared. Well, nothing. Don't want to get this lost, but you absolutely deserve all that's coming your way. Your feelings are absolutely valid, but sure, celebrate your achievement. Congrats, man. Thank you very much, Patrick. I'm super excited. I'm super grateful for that. Lots of hype for LD. That's what we like to see. Okay, I have caught up with the chat. To be fair, that version of the IC title was always sleek. I agree completely. Right, I will continue to respond to comments, questions, etc. But I think that's pretty much everything I've got to say regarding the announcement today. Again, I am so humbled. Four of. I'm so humbled. I'm so lucky. I'm so grateful. I will continue to try. Yes, you'll love to see it. Foil as well. I will continue to try to be worthy of the opportunity. I will continue to try and bring as many eyes to Lorcana as I possibly can. Create an exciting show. And try to raise people up. Like, and I want Lorcana to be here for a long, long time. I absolutely want to leave my mark on it, but I also, when the day comes that I leave Lorcana, which probably won't be for a long, long time if I have it my way, but it's like you want to leave something better than you found it, right? I need this epic, brother. I need it. I need it. Quick while he's not looking. Flood the chat with love for Baker. You're a G, Patrick. You're a real one. We got a legendary Mickey Mouse Brave Little Prince. I low-key think this card is pretty cool. And this is this is like the teaser of the card underneath, giving the character an ability mechanic, which seems it's going to be normalized with Whispers in the Well, and this is us seeing a little drink. Guys, what is it? It's an epic, isn't it? It's an epic. It's not even going to be an enchanted, is it? It's an epic. It's an epic, right? Is it an epic? Attend her long-awaited celebration. Right, the artist is Gian Planeves. That's not how you say it. It's going to be an epic, isn't it? Attend her long-awaited celebration. Oh, is this going to be Aurora? Is this going to be the one-drop Aurora? Is it? Congrats on the casting. Also loving the CM Punk top. Thank you, James. Thank you, James. I can't wait to see the Mickey and Minnie decks that stern from those two cards. I agree. Oh, I think we're looking at an archetype. What's it going to be? Is it the Aurora? The other princesses were especially happy to attend her long-awaited celebration. Hey! Let's go! This is definitely one of the better epics to get in this set. 100%. Ooh. Let's go. Let's go. Is this I did. Oh yeah, I sleeved the Cruella de Vil, and I should sleeve this Hades and this Mickey Mouse as well. We did get the sleeves out for a reason. I'll be buying a playset of this Aurora. She's so good. She's definitely going to be probably a necessity in the majority of princess decks for a hot minute. So yeah, sharp. Yo, you love to see it. Yo, again, thank you so much to everyone that's come out for this stream. Again, I know it's been such a while. It's like a long time since I made content. Like took 2 weeks off, made 2 videos, took another 2 and a bit weeks off. So I'm super, super grateful for everyone that's come out, genuinely, and everyone that sent well wishes and like messages of support about the hosting for this season. It's a dream come true, guys. Like it's cheesy as hell, but I wished on a star, and that star came true. It can happen. Hey man, you fit my deck list in last minute in your video and gave me a public shout for my son. I gotta make it up by sharing the love. Brother, it's my pleasure to do that, man. Absolutely my pleasure. Always my pleasure. Roxanne, you don't have to put on that red light. Trade your something for money. Oh, that was a good pack. Full strength and legendary John Silver. Hey, Grandad. This card, this reminds me of my granddad. This character. Treasure Planet is absolutely goated. By the way, if there's any like Disney song karaoke requests, I will sing one song to end the stream. Why am I sleeping, Ariel? Sorry, Ariel, you don't get sleep. I'm sorry, love. Not that one. 'Cause I want a moment to be real. Wanna touch things I don't feel. Wanna hold on and feel I belong. And what Can the world want me to change? They're the ones that stay the same. They don't know me, but I'm still here. They can't tell me who to be. Do 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 do. 'Cause I'm not what they see. I will foil the Queen of Hearts foil. No, I'll do it later. I'll do it later. 'Cause my world keeps on beating for me. Can you sing Be Prepared or Prince Ali? Wait. I know some of the words. Make way for Prince Ali. Because you got to deal with the voices for, like, people have to, like, show how bad they are compared to Robin Williams doing all these voices. But there you go. Okay, I got them up. Make way for Prince Ali. Say, hey, it's Prince Ali. Hey, clear the way in the old bazaar. Hey, you, let us through. It's a bright new star. Oh, come, be the first on the block to meet his eyes. Make way, here he comes. Ring bells, bang the drums. Hey, how can I love this guy? Prince Ali, fabulous he. Ali Ababa. Genuflect, show some respect down on one knee. Now try your best to stay calm. Brush up your Sunday salam, then come and meet the spectacular coterie. Prince Ali, mighty is he, Ali Ababa, strong as 10 regular men, definitely. He faced the galloping hordes, 100 bad guys with swords, who sent these goons to their lords, oh Prince Ali. He's got 75 golden camels, don't they look lovely, June? Purple peacocks, he's got 50 fabulous hairy, I love the feathers. When it comes to exotic type mammals, has he got the zoo? I'm telling you, it's a world-class menagerie. Prince Ali, handsome is he. Prince Ali, handsome is he. Have we gone on too far? Have I taken this too far, guys? Have we gone OTT? Hitting the high notes on these mid-packs make my heart happy. What is wrong? What is going on? What is happening? Do I need to finish? I should probably finish. That physique, how can I speak? Wake at the days. Well, get on out in the square. Adjust your veil and prepare to gawk and grovel and stare at Prince Ali. He's got 95 white Persian monkeys. He's got the monkeys. He's got the monkeys. And to view them, he charges no fee. He's generous. So he's got... Not going to say that word. He's got servants and flunkies. They bow to his whim, love serving him. They're just lousy with loyalty to Ali. Prince Ali. Prince Ali. Ability. Ali Ababa. Heard your princess was a sight lovely to see. And that good people is why he got dolled up and dropped by with 60 elephant llamas galore, with his bears and lions and brass band and more, with his 40 figures, his cooks, his bakers, his birds that warble on key. Make way for Prince Ali. Should I end the stream? Do I end the stream? Do we just cut? Key change, yeah. No, I'm not a tenor, John. I am very much a bass baritone. So a lot of these notes are a bit high. By the way, I hope you guys can't hear the fan too loudly, but in the UK it is so incredibly humid. And I'm gonna moan about it because I'm from England. Bro, let's go. Baker is back. What's up, Major Basil? Yo, Major Basil. Yo, Agrabar. Yo, we were just doing it. We were just doing it. Yo, shout out to you guys for the support. I'm glad you guys are having a good time. I'm having a good time. I'm glad this has gone well. It will make it, like, I need kind of one good piece of content, stream, whatever it is, to kind of, like, give me that oomph that I need to get back into things. I said oomph. Gaston. That's a great song. Gosh, it disturbs me to see you, Gaston, looking so down in the dumps. Every guy here'd like to be you, Gaston, even while taking your lumps. There's no man in town as admired as you. You're everyone's favorite guy. Everyone's awed and inspired by you. And it's not very hard to see why. No. Go on. Chat, finish. I've set you up. You need to finish, chat. We got a magic feather. Yo, new card. Power line, that's also a new card. And Cruella de Vil. We've already sung that tonight. No doubles. No takesy backsies. None at all. Why do I keep getting sleeves out? I'm manifesting enchanteds and epics and more legendaries. How many have we had? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 legendaries. Wait, did any of these legendaries come out the Trove, guys? Did the Cruella de Vil come out the Trove? I should have kept better track of that. Did the Cruella de Vil come out the Trove? Oh, gas! No breaks with it! Not I mean! Not I mean. Sings. Killing it. No one's quick as Gustan. Yo, Bunny Lee. What's up, Holly? How you doing? Yo, Holly is a wonderful person that I worked with, and I worked an acting job with a few years ago. But she's also a streamer and a wonderful artist. And Holly in chat designed our lair. Like, our actual lair. Hold on. Do I have the lair about? Is the lair about? Do I have a screen with the lair about? That's face cams. No. No. Okay, I don't have it handy, but if you've seen any of my content, you've seen the lair. And Holly made the lair. No one's quick as Gaston. No one's next as incredibly thick as Gaston. I was trying to remember a lyric there, and it just... That's why I went silent. I was about to keep singing, and I was like, I can't remember what that lyric is. It's gone. He used handlers in all of his decorating. Phooey, that guy good Gaston. When I was a lad, I ate 4 dozen eggs every morning to help me get large. And now that I'm grown, I eat 5 dozen eggs, so I'm roughly the size of a barge. I need a little oomph behind me to get that. I know how. No one expects the Spanish Inquisition like Gaston. But yeah, shout out to you. How are you? Hope you're doing well, Holly. Shout out to your art. And we have another piece of art that we'll be revealing in the coming weeks, done by Holly, related to Lorcana D&D. Yo, if you're someone in chat right now that will actually be interested when Lorcana D&D starts, let me know right now. I'm intrigued. I know it won't be everyone. I know not everyone will care, and that's fine. It'll probably be quite a niche audience. But who is excited for the concept of Lorcana D&D? My, what a guy, that Gaston! He was in here last night, raving! Predictions for the most played song this meta that Baker will be singing at DLCs. I've had instructions from Rochelle. Rochelle, are you here? Rochelle. Someone go to Discord and say that Baker's summoning you, Rochelle. I was about to say don't do that because she's probably like doing personal things. She's probably not in work mode. But sod it, do it. I don't care. Summon her. Does she know who I am? I'm sorry. Yo, guys, I'm just saying the only next logical step for like, and the wrestling fans will understand this, right? The only logical next step for the villain gimmick is Hollywood Villain. Wrestling fans, you know it's true. It's not an easy conversation, but we've got to have it at some point. At some point we've got to start playing into that villain name a little bit. Hollywood Villain. Oh wow, my camera disappeared. Oh, I see. I know why. Just a minute. Let me hit the refresh button, darling. God, we are tearing our way through these packs. just over an hour. We're just going to finish off these packs, and then that will be the stream. But again, shout out to everyone for coming out. Again, a shout out again to Ravensburger for sending this product. Great to get to open some Fabled just ahead of time. And yeah, just very grateful to Ravensburger, Disney Lorcana, for the opportunities they've presented me up till now. And I'm so excited for the next season. I asked this earlier, but I want to ask again, because when I asked it earlier, there were like 50 people here, and there's now like 140 people here. So I just want to say it one more time. Please, if you're watching the chat right now, and I'm going to be meeting you for the first time in DLC Milwaukee, please just type me right now, because I'm genuinely so excited for meeting people, man. And again, for people that I've already met, and again, like getting to go doing Bologna, like I might be meeting. So like also type me if I'm meeting you for the first time in Bologna. That's also I also want to know that. But like the people that I haven't seen in a long time. And oh man, I'm so excited. I'm so grateful. Like I cannot say it enough. Kuzco is the king of the world. Last ditch effort. Chat to everyone for everything. Opportunity you deserve so much. Thank you, Ollie. Us, Oos. Yo, Oos. I'll be there. Me. Shout out to you, Dalton. I'm buzzing, man. I'm so excited to meet y'all. You got to Milwaukee. Let's go, Chris Gray. Let's go. Let's go. But yeah, I'm so grateful. I'm so excited for the season to get to do all these events. And yeah, man, like Lorcana has been so good to me. It could not have come. If it had come much later, it might have been too late. Let's put it that way. It's the circle of life. It will feed us all. Anyone seen the YouTube Honest trailers? Where they do take the mick versions of Disney songs. And I think for Circle of Life, it shows Simba up on the, well, Mufasa up on Pride Rock and all the animals looking up. And I think the lyrics are, he's a threat to our lives. He could eat us all. I don't know why that suddenly popped back into my head. We got Circle of Life, and then a foil Queen of Hearts. We're gonna sleeve this one up. We're gonna sleeve this one up, my darlings. John, meeting you for the first time, my guy. House Dragonav, me and my son. Yo, I'm excited to meet you and your son, my man. Me and Milwaukee, and at the Ink Fabled event in 2 weeks. Yeah, again, getting to do Ink because I accepted Ink well before I got the. I think I accepted it before I even knew I was doing Worlds. I can't remember if that's true, but definitely before I found out I was hosting the season. And so grateful to go to get to meet people, and hey, I still get to do that, and that's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. I feel cringe because I'm so happy. Like I'm just so grateful, and like it's this. Concerning Lorcana, I have no position to complain whatsoever, and I'm just grateful for the support because I would not be here without the support of you guys. Like, just straight up, would not be. Full Sisu, pretty cool. I probably want to try and get the promos. But we'll sleeve that one. But yeah, super grateful. I am doing Cardiff at Lantine. Shout out to you. Good to see you. How are you? How are you? How you doing? Bologna, it's not the first time. Well, I look forward to it being the second, third, fourth, fifth. I look forward to it, nonetheless. Nonetheless, poor unfortunate souls. What, Mickey? We've got Max Goof. So what's going to be the final song before we finish the stream, guys? I don't say be prepared. We've got to learn to let go. For what it's worth, genuinely, and like I wouldn't be, if I knew this, and I wouldn't be saying it because I'd get in a lot of trouble. But genuinely, I have every expectation that we are going to get a Be Prepared reprint. Like it's been made clear for courtesy of Lawcasts and the main stages on Discord. Steve Warner said himself that they understand the need for a board wipe, and I think his words were along the lines of, we wanted to try out an environment without a board wipe for a while. That says to me it's coming back. Maybe it gets put on a different card and we get a different kind of board wipe. I think more likely both. I think we absolutely will get Be Prepared reprinted. It'll be alternate art. Maybe we'll get the Enchanted treatment. Maybe it'll be a Season 3 Enchanted DLC promo. Who knows? I am so confident that we will get it back. that we will at some point. Did you go to AEW? I did go to AEW when they came to the first time they did Wembley. Was it 3 years ago? I know they do Wembley every year now, but the first one. And I took my mum, which was fantastic. And that is the hope that I will be able to take mum to see WWE again at some point. I was able to take her to a SmackDown house show about 4 years ago. I actually have some footage of that, which, not now, maybe I'll show another day. But yeah, like, that was an incredible day, getting to take mum to a SmackDown house show a few years ago. And then I also managed to take her to All In Wembley, because the tickets were fairly cheap. But the dream is to be able to take her to an actual taping of Raw or SmackDown or a pay-per-view. So yeah, if I can continue to follow my career, like, I'm still not at a point, like, I've said this before, the channel isn't sustainable. Yeah, I'm hoping it gets there one day. The channel alone is not sustainable. Like, I genuinely need the gigs to be able to continue doing this. I can't do this indefinitely forever, because you need to be making enough money, right? And so getting the full season is like a big step in the way of actually saying, okay, I'm guaranteed X amount of money this year. And it's been a long time since there's been spare money, right? So I'm looking forward to getting to a position where things are a little bit more comfortable. Love this card, and I want to be able to treat my mum a little bit. Oh yes, let's go. Me, how far I'll go? I can do how far I'll go. It's different. I do it in different key. For Fabled, I think the last song of the stream should be from the Goofy movie. Yes, says Ben. I'd love a character that comes in and banishes all characters that have a certain strength or something. Well, I've always thought we might get Be Prepared on a stick. Like we've had, like, the song Teeth and Ambitions, right? There's a Scar with Teeth and Ambitions as the ability, and it's the exact same thing. I think we could one day get a Scar that has a built-in Be Prepared. It would be an on-exert ability, would be my opinion. Let's theory craft that. Say you still want the board wipe to be accessible from turn 7, right? Then you probably make it a 6-cost uninkable character. I don't want to theorize the stats too much, but it can just have Be Prepared, like, on a body. If you give it like 2 lore or more, then that also creates that, like, okay, well, I can either wipe the board or I can quest aggressively. So you probably wouldn't want to do that. You probably wouldn't want to make the body all that interesting, like something like a solid 4-4, 4-5, 5-4, quest for 1 sort of thing, who can exert to be prep. So I think we could get that one day. Kuzco is the king of the world. Yeah, 2 epics. 2 epics in this box, 100%. Did anyone answer my... I may have missed it. Did we get the Cruella de Vil in the Trove? Was this all from the booster box? Let's put that aside. That's definitely... Hold on, I've been sleeving some things that aren't legendaries, so let's put those over there. These definitely came out of this box. And the 2... Let's tidy this up a little bit so people can, like, actually see what's cracking. The DeVille was from the Trove. Okay. Thanks, guys. Thank you. Man, I've got a mess of packs to tidy up after this. Okay, so that was from the Trove. Okay, so from this box, these are the hits. Take that off now. A whole new world, a new fantastic point of view. So yeah, that's super hot for a box, and we've got 5 packs left. That's pretty good, right? That's pretty good. I mean, like, are we cooking? Are we cooking? But we are still defined the Hamilton Scar. Give me Hamilton Scar. I'm not throwing away my shot. I'm not throwing away my shot. Hey, yo, I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot. I'm gonna get a scholarship to King's College. I probably shouldn't brag, but dag, I'm amazing, astonished. The problem is I got a lot of brains, but no polish. I gotta holler just to be heard with every word. I drop knowledge. I'm a diamond in the rough. A shining piece of coal, trying to reach my goal. My power of speech unimpeachable. Only 19, but my mind is older. These New York City streets get colder. I shoulder every burden, every disadvantage. I've learned to manage. I don't have a gun to brandish. I walk these streets famished. The the planets. The fan is spark into a flame, and damn, it's getting dark, so let me spell out my name. I am the ALEXANDER. We are meant to be a colony that runs independently. We mob Britain, keep shitting on us endlessly. Essentially, they tax us relentlessly. The King George turns around, runs a spending spree. They ain't never gonna set our descendants free, so there will be a revolution in the century. And to me, he says in parentheses, don't be shocked if your history book mentions me. I will lay down my life if it sets us free. Eventually, you'll see my ascendancy. I don't know. I don't know is the answer to the question. Hamilton, Diamond in the Rough, Aladdin reference? Probably not. I don't know Lin-Manuel Miranda personally. We'll see. We've got 2 packs left to open after this, guys. Make the potion, Rapunzel letting down her hair. Aurora, Prince Naveen. The world's greatest criminal mind. Yo, we can still sing that this season, bruvs. We can still sing. And obviously we have Under the Sea, Under the Sea. Okay, getting that as a foil is pretty hot. It's pretty hot. This is a fun card. Absolutely a fun card. Chad Hamilton. Oh, mate, I love Hamilton. I love it. Like, I consumed too much of it when it first came out. Like, overbearingly so. Learned the whole thing. And then hit the... You ever hit that point where you've listened to an album or played a game or watched a film, like... It's like a comfort to you when you overdo it and then you hit a wall of like, I'm done with this for like a long time. And I was like that with Hamilton. And then I think it was about 4 or 5 weeks ago. I was watching it on Disney Plus because my mum wanted to watch it. And then I was just like, yeah, this is really good, isn't it? And then I've been listening to it again. You don't know him yet. You never know. You never know. Maybe my Lorcana... Yo, do you reckon we get Lin-Manuel Miranda to play some Lorcana? Do you know who I really want to get to play Lorcana? In fact, there's 2 people. And it's entirely selfish. That is entirely selfish. But also, at the same time, would be really good for the game. There are 2 people that I want to try and get to play Lorcana. And if I can be directly involved in that, then that's the selfish part. Shady Penguin, who has a history of, like, if you know Shady Penguin if you're an old school Pokemon fan, of Pokemon content specifically. But I'm a huge Shady Penguin fan, have been for a long time. And I know he's played Yu-Gi-Oh! I know he plays Lestrals, and like there's already he's a TCG fan. So that's one person I would love to get into Lorcana. And I'd love to do like a learn to play video with him. And again, entirely selfish as well, because like that would do wonders for me in my career. But like, hey, even if you don't want it, like, blur my name and cover my face. Like, keep me anonymous. I would still love to do it just to try and get him into the game. And the other one is Charlie, Penguin Zero, Moist Critical. Because there's also an established trading card game fandom there. I think he's played Yu-Gi-Oh! And Magic the Gathering and a few things. So those would be 2, like, I know these guys are way out my league. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not expecting this. I'm just saying, like, in a dream world, like, man, I would love to be able to do something like that. This is the final pack, guys. Sergeant Tibbs, we've got Hans, Beast Mirror, another Aurora. Did I only get 2 overall? I'll need to look through the bulk again and see if I got any more. That'd be an awesome collab. Yo, I would be elated. I found them, I flattened them. Dinner Bell, Moyne's favourite card. I listened to the music from K-pop Demon Hunters last night, and now they're all stuck in my head. I kept humming the chorus to Golden while at work today. Yo, straight up chat. Best video game soundtrack. Go. I love Charlie. I love Charlie too. I'm a big fan of Moist Critical. Even when he's talking about things that I couldn't care less about, I'll still listen to him talk about them. But yeah, that would be a dream collab. Yo, if there's anyone that's like a Charlie or Penguinzo Patreon or sub or whatever, clip this, send it to him. Oh, I think we could do wonderful things together, Charlie. Shout out to you, brother. This is Mama Villain's favourite art. This is Mama Villain's favourite art. And Timothy Q Mouse is finishing things off. Chrono Trigger, it's Undertale. Next question. Kingdom Hearts, Fallout, Dreamlight Valley's Disney songs. Excuse me. Uncharted. I've only played Uncharted 1, 2, and 3, and I was super late to the party. I never played them when I was younger, and then I think about 5 years ago-ish, I had like a PlayStation... Is it Access? The thing where you pay X amount a month and there's like a Netflix of games, like a library of games. And I played blooming Uncharted 1, 2, and 3, and really enjoyed them. But I still need to play. Is it a Thief's End, something like that? The fourth one, something on those lines. Last Pack Magic. No Last Pack Magic, I'm afraid. Wingspan, another Kingdom Hearts, Mega Man, Zelda, Ocarina of Time. That is, you're speaking my language there, John Rays. If I ever think of a video game soundtrack, it's always Super Mario Bros. Leaving a lurk, have a good one, legend, big love. Thank you, Harley. We're going to be finishing off soon anyway. Best soundtrack, Sonic Adventure 2. Escape from the city, I'll make it to give me to you. Follow me, roaming around at the speed of sound. Got places to go, gotta follow my rainbow. Da-da-da-da, gotta keep moving on. The one lies ahead on it. Da-da-da-da-da. I don't know the lyrics. But City Escape is all-time great. Honestly, pretty good legendary pools. You got a handful of the good new ones and very good returning ones. That's pretty great. Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. You are speaking my language. Yeah, some pretty good choices there. It's Metal Gear Solid for me. I will be picking up the new Metal Gear Solid tomorrow, the Delta, the remake of 3. Because I'm taking Mama Villain out shopping tomorrow because I got paid for Worlds like 2 days ago. Yes, it was a long time. Not their fault. Paying, I was the only one that was paid in pounds, so it was a bit more complicated with banks and stuff, so it took a while, but I've been paid. First thing I ever did when I got paid for Lil, my first DLC, was I bought my cat Hades a cat tree. And the first thing I did when I got paid the other day is buy him some new toys. Tells you something about my priorities. Where was I going with that? Yeah, I'm taking Mum out shopping tomorrow, and I'm gonna pick up Metal Gear Solid. And who knows, maybe I'll pick up a few packs of Fabled. I'm not sure. But yeah, it's Metal Gear Solid for me. But shout out to Zelda. That incredible soundtrack. But yeah, not bad overall, this box, right? We've got Cruella de Vil in the Trove, so she doesn't count. But 2 epics is pretty good. 4 legendaries, not bad. I really wanted the Scar, just for selfish reasons. But this, I've already got play sets of these, right? Still nice to have them. These 2, you probably want play sets of overall. Foils of the new Ursula, Strength, and Sisu is pretty cool. And then when it comes to just straight foils, Lantern, dig a little deeper, Queen of Heart, the Power Line, Mother Knows Best. So some okay things in there. Why? There are commons, there are non-shinies here. We must change this immediately. So not a bad box overall. Again, a huge shout out to Disney Lorcana, to Ravensburger for sending these over. Super grateful for the opportunity. We should have got Leaning Tower Cheeser as an item. I'm so convinced we will, man. This is just the introduction. There's still so much they can do. We will get Leaning Tower Cheeser. We'll get the Perfect Cast as an action. Probably Bigfoot in some way. I don't know if there are legal problems with them putting Bigfoot on a card name. If there are, then maybe we won't. But there's so much you can draw from a Goofy movie. So I think give it time. We're clearly going to get more Goofy cards over the next few sets. So stand strong. I'm very excited for MGS. Very. Are you excited that Hollow Knight Silk Song is coming out? I'll be honest, I've never played any of them, but I did see the trailer. It does look very cool. The ones that I'm really excited for, to be honest, guys, are, other than Metal Gear Solid, are Silent Hill F and Resident Evil Requiem. Like, I'm very much a horror guy. Very much a survival horror guy, and Resident Evil and Silent Hill are that's my jam, 100%. But yeah, not a bad box overall. Again, a huge shout out and thank you to Ravensburger. Thank you all for coming out to watch this. But yeah, like, we're gonna keep it relatively short and sweet. But I did promise one final. I think someone asked for how far I'll go. What's the final song request before I finish? Let me know in chat now while I'm just saying goodbyes, and then we'll end on a little sing-song. But yeah, thank you for being patient with me, guys, while I've had some time away. Again, I could have just rushed out day 1 decklist videos, but they would not have been all my own findings. I probably could have done it for a couple of decks, my own findings, and reinforced my decisions with actual experience, but not in the way I want to make the videos. So couple more days, and I think I'll feel a little more solid on the meta. And while I'll be a little late to the party, I will endeavour to give you some good deck lists for, even if it's for day 3, for day 3 deck lists. Stand out, eye to eye, a lot of eye to eyes. Okay, so this will be in a lower key because eye to eye is absolutely a song for a tenor. Lyrics. But yeah, expect deck list in a few days. I don't want to rush it. I want to get out my own thoughts. But yeah, expect a return to content to begin. But super grateful for everyone that came out today. Right, that's our box. Anything else I needed to say? Shout out to Cardmarket for sponsoring the channel and for sponsoring the stream, as always. Okay, eye to eye. Let's do it. Let's cook. Let's cook away. Should we make the camera a little bigger? Let's do it. Okay, I so badly need a haircut, guys. I got myself a notion. If I start there, it's going to be too high. It should be, I got myself a notion. But then by the time you get to the chorus, you're, eye to eye. So it's too high. So I think I need to start, I got myself a notion. And one I know that you'll understand. We set the world in motion. By reaching out for each other's hand, maybe we'll discover what we should have known all along. Yeah, one way or another, together's where we both belong. If we listen to each other's heart, we'll find we're never too far apart. And maybe love is the reason why, for the first time ever, seeing it eye to eye. Do do do. Do 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 do. If a wall should come between us, too high to climb, too hard to break through, I know that love will lead us, find a way to bring me to you. So don't be in a hurry, think before you count us out. Oh, you don't have to worry, I won't ever let you down. Nothing's gonna stop us now. If we listen to each other's heart, we'll find we're never too far apart. And maybe love is the reason why, for the first time ever, seeing it eye to eye. Time seeing it eye to eye. First time leaving it eye to eye. I lost myself. If you're ever lonely, stop. You don't have to be. Do do do. Do 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 do. If we listen to each other's heart, we'll find we're never too far apart. And maybe love is the reason why, for the first time ever, seeing it eye to eye.